Dear Michael and team, good morning. My name is Prashant Kothari and I'm honored to be the first scout on Leap. I'm glad you can join us today at a quick tour of the greatest city in the world, the greatest spot in the greatest city in the world. We're here today at Times Square in New York City. Times Square is perhaps the most iconic location when it comes to recognition. Everybody knows Times Square, whether it's the first time you're entering the city, whether you've even heard of the city or not, you know Times Square. That's the importance, the significance of where we are right now. Times Square was built way back in the day, but today you and I both know it as a hub for advertising, a hub for culture, and certainly, and by no less means, it's a hub for transportation. The lights that surround us right now are reason enough to remind you why it's such an iconic location for advertising. Take a spin around right now and do immerse yourself in the sensory delight that is Times Square. Not only the lights, the sights, the sounds, the smells. Times Square is very unique in the sensory experience that it offers. Right now, it's 8 a.m. in the morning on a cloudy Wednesday, so you wouldn't see a lot of people walking around just yet. But people are getting to work. People are coming back from work. People are going to other spots in the city. People are speaking to their loved ones, their near ones, their dear ones. Times Square is one of those locations where you can really see what's spectacular about the human experience, I would say. If you see to your... Let's get closer there, shall we? If you see right now ahead of me, to my left, you'll see Morgan Stanley Minute. And that is the scroll for NASDAQ, the infamous NASDAQ scroll. Morgan Stanley right there to your left. To your right, you'll see, if you see the Patsy and Loretta screen, scroll away to your right. When you see the Patsy and Loretta screen, that is the newest screen that there is in Times Square. The resolution is ultra high definition. It's super nice. Super duper nice. Spin up, spin right around, and you'll see some of the biggest, most recognizable brands that there are around the world. From fast fashion, H&M, American Eagle, to Broadway shows. I don't know if you can see this just right now. We'll get there. We'll walk up front and I can show you a few more names, a few more brands. But that's with advertising, right? Now the other thing that I mentioned is this is the hub for transportation. Times Square is the biggest metro station that there is in New York. It has perhaps every single line that passes through this central location of the city. So it's really easy to meet anyone that drops by. Times Square is the place to meet. Of course, when there are way more people, it's harder to just catch up. But it's still something that everybody knows and is very easily accessible. If you see to your left, up ahead, you'll see McDonald's. Are you able to see that? You see that Big McCafe sign right there. Right below that is McDonald's. That specific McDonald's is open 24 hours. And just a few weeks ago, I met with Nick Kyrgios, the Australian tennis player who was here for the US Open. I bumped into him at 2 a.m. at the McDonald's right there. So that was fun and fascinating, to say the least. As I said, Times Square is a tourist destination, so you have a wide variety of characters from Disney to... Thank you. The people selling their stuff, isn't that... That's what this is about. Walking side by side with Iron Man right here. And there's another Iron Man up front. So it's all happening. It's all happening right here. This is a Wednesday morning, right? And this is how Times Square would typically sound, with people driving from one place to another, walking from one place to another, catching up, taking pictures, eating. It's the whole range. And this was the last thing I wanted to show you, which was, if you see to your right there on the corner, you'll see Lion King. It's a yellow signage. I hope you're able to see it. Just take a minute and spin around. You'll see The Lion King. See the pride of Broadway. Lion King perhaps reminds me of my childhood more than anything. And it's a special experience to be able to go to that Broadway show here in New York City. So here's the final sign off. There it is. I'm going to stop moving, but I do urge you to take a spin right around, see everything that's going on right here. We're near a construction site, so there's just some work being done, but here we go. Here we go. Michael and the rest of the team here at Airbus, I hope you've had a special experience this morning from New York. This is Vishant Kothari signing off on Leap. Have a great day, you guys.